Hello everybody, it's Angel. I'm back. I'm making a video today. I thought I would talk to you guys today about tomato cages. Tomato cages have been a learning curve for us, and we've done a lot of research on them, and we have tried to find the best possible product, I guess you could say, for our needs for tomato cages. We have a lot of tomato plants that we grow every year, and so finding an affordable tomato cage was definitely a priority. Something that was reusable, that would last a long time. Now, if you are new to gardening, you will see these things here that have, you know, like 3 rings or 4 rings, or you can find them maybe with 5 rings. And these are sold at, you know, big box stores as tomato cages. Now, for smaller tomato plant varieties, this might be a very good option. Now, if you're wanting to really, you know, get some big plants and lots of tomatoes, these aren't going to help you much. They're going to need extra support. They're just not strong enough to hold up a big, healthy tomato plant. So what we wound up doing, and you can see back here, is we took this wire, bought a big roll of it. Actually, I think we bought a couple of big rolls of it, and made our own tomato cages. Now, let me show you. Now, if you can see here, here is the tomato cage. Now, my hands are small enough that I can fit my hands through the holes, so I can pretty much harvest from this size no matter where it is. Now, down here, Jay has cut out a bigger hole so that it makes it easier for him to harvest from the tomato cages here. Now, the first year that we used these tomato cages, we used bamboo poles, and that held up for the most part. They blew over quite a bit in high winds, and we have to come and pick them up. Damaged a couple of tomatoes, but for the most part it held up. But it was only one season. Trying to use them again the next year definitely made them more difficult to handle. Not as sturdy. The bamboo wears out. It's only really good for a couple of seasons if taken care of really well. So this year, Jay got these red poles, and they have the kind of arrow shape or shovel shape that goes down in the dirt, makes them more sturdy. It's still early in the season, but we have not had one fall over yet, so that is a good sign. Here is one of my tomato plants that did not make it. Now, what Jay did, which I think is really super creative, I'll try and do this one-handed showing you guys, is he set this up to where all I have to do is pull up to take that tomato cage off so I can replant. And then to put it back on, can you see these little plastic things? They go on there. Oh, I gotta move my flower. It's under here. They go on here to secure the tomato cage to the pole. Now, these little plastic clippy things are what greenhouses use a lot of times to trellis their tomatoes. They're really handy, and this was just brilliant, I thought, because this makes transplanting or anything that I have to do down at the bottom before the plant gets too big. Very accessible. Another idea also is what Jay is doing with his cherry tomatoes this year. He has these stakes, made sure they were very tall to be tall enough, and he is single vining them up the stakes and attaching them to the stake to help them grow up the stake. This is another option, but this is something where you need to do a little research on determinate and indeterminate tomato plants. I believe determinate tomato plants only grow a specific amount. That's it. They're done. And so when you single stake a determinate or indeterminate, I'll have to look it up. I'll post it on the picture. When you single stake the ones that only grow a certain amount, those are not going to produce as much as they would have if you had let them grow in a cage and let them produce the amount they were supposed to. The other kind, I believe, indeterminate, will grow continuously as long as they can and continue to produce as much fruit as they can. So those, it doesn't really matter if you single stake them up the pole. Okay, so last year we didn't use these tomato cages. What we did is we set up cattle panels like in a straight manner, I guess. I don't know if you'd say vertically, instead of like most people lately are doing the arches with them. We put them vertically, horizontally, I don't know. We put them straight up and down, and we single stalked our tomatoes up that trellis. I really liked that. And I like these cages, and these cages are really, really handy, and they're very useful. They do have a very big downfall, in my opinion, because we are in a city and we only have a lot that we use. When we're not using these tomato cages, they take up a lot of space. They are not easily storable. So if you have a lot of space and you have ways to store them, they would be a very wonderful option, whether you use them, you know, every season, or if you decide to do something different and not use them a season or two. They will last for years, and they are very good. They take some time and effort to make, but they are very sturdy. They hold up really well. Even being stored, we've got some that are bent, but they're still usable tomato cages. Now, if I were to do it all again, what I would want to do is something like this. Do you see how we have this cattle panel trellis here? Now, I wouldn't want it on the outside of the bed. I would want them all in the middle of the bed. Now, the problem with that now, to do that now, is if you look down here, you will see this cattle panel has been cut off. That is because our beds are not 16 feet long, which I believe is the size of a cattle panel. So that had to be cut off, and Jay said that was very, very difficult to do. So I'm not going to ask him to do that, but now I know the next time I will want my bed 16 foot long, so I can do a cattle panel down the middle, keep it there. Can grow tomatoes up it if I want. I can grow squash up it, beans up it, multi-purpose, easy to store because it just stays in the bed. This is what my idea would be like. Now, Another reason why I don't feel like this is such a good option right now, since we did not make our beds long enough, is this here. Can you see that? Is not safe. If somebody fell on that, it would hurt. There's metal coming out. It's not the safest thing in the world, and we really should put some kind of like rubber stoppers or erasers or something on here to keep those sharp ends. But just in case your tomato plants are getting to a point where you're thinking about what kind of tomato cages you need, I thought I would just give you some ideas. Just thought I would show you this guy, how crazy it has gotten. Look at that. It's about ready to bloom. Second year onion. Looks like it might go to seed. How exciting. Alright guys, it's getting a little muggy out here, so I'm going to show you our new friends that we have in the garden. So a while back I put in an order for praying mantis egg sacs. I will put in a little video that I did on my cell phone when I first got it, kind of showing the container. We have praying mantis eggs for the garden. How exciting. Not hatched yet. And I think we've had it for almost 2 weeks and they have hatched. We have babies. So I'm going to release these into the perennial bed. It's one of the more wild beds. I think it has more places where they could hide and be safe from birds or anything else that would want to eat them. So I'm going to release them here and try and videotape it at the same time. So we'll see how that goes. So this is the container that the egg sacs came in. It's really cute. It's got a mesh top and a cutout of a little praying mantis face. This is the company that we always wind up getting our bugs from. We order them on Amazon, but they always come through this company. Not sponsored at all, but it's a pretty cool company. So here we go. Let's see, I'm going to try and do this one-handed. Be very careful, I don't want to squish anybody's. Can you see them? They're babies. Just going to set this here, kind of let them do their own thing. I'd say we got quite a few. There's 2 egg sacs in there. You can see. I'm not sure if they both hatched or not. Not sure. So I'm just gonna put the egg sacs in the bed just in case the other one has not hatched. And that way it'll be there when it does. It rained last night, so I'm hoping that that will give these guys some water to drink. And off they go. I think what I'm gonna do is just leave this container here so they can find their own way out without me dumping anything, and I'll come back and check later, see if there's anybody left in there. How fun. Enjoy the garden, little mantises. Have a great life. Make lots of babies. Eat lots of bugs. All right. Aren't they adorable? They're so cute. Ah, I love them. I even was talking to Jay about maybe getting a praying mantis as a pet. I didn't really know this was a thing until I watched some videos on taking care of praying mantises, and I realized it's kind of a big thing. So who knows, maybe that'll happen, maybe it won't, I don't know. But I will definitely leave a link down in the description below where you can get your own praying mantis egg sacs. It is an Amazon affiliate link. I hope I'm doing it right. I've been having some troubles, but I'll keep trying, see what happens. I'll link it down below for you guys. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Thank you. I love your guts.